Hey everybody. Hey Auntie Dee Dee. Alright, 2 people. I told y'all 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock, people. 6 o'clock. Hey Karen. Hey Ben. I told y'all 6 o'clock. Hi. Hey Mia. 6 o'clock, people. 6 o'clock. I'm gonna give you like 5 more minutes. I hope you guys all had a blessed day at church today. Oh my gosh. Bishop, how I know he preached today. Hey Chantel. Alright, I'm going to give it a couple more, like 1 or 2 minutes. I'm waiting for my mom to get on. I told her 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. Black people cannot be on time for anything. Oh my God. Come on, Mom. Oh my goodness. But anyways, how's everybody doing? This is my first time doing my Facebook Live, so y'all bear with me. So, just wanted to share a couple things with you guys and, you know, call it a night because I got work in the morning. Yes, I do. And my daughter has school in the morning. So, if my mother does not hurry up and log on. Hey, Miss Frankie. Hey, girl. I told y'all 6 o'clock. God gonna bless y'all for the ones that was obedient. Hey, Donna, girl. That's my sister from another mother and daddy. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Wait. Hey, Ronald. How you doing, man of God? Miss Frankie, hey, girl. Love you too, Miss Donna. Oh my goodness. My mom's gonna get it when she log on. Because I told her 6 o'clock. She's so disobedient. Y'all pray for my mother. She's so disobedient. Hope everyone is doing great. I got my daughter in the room. I told her don't come out for like 30 minutes. I gotta talk to my Facebook friends for a little bit. So, all right, I am probably about to get started. So, you guys, hi, I'm Shonsae, of course. I'm a little nervous, but you guys bear with me, and I just want to share this couple of things with you. As you guys don't probably know, HIV and AIDS war awareness is coming out next month. Yes, HIV, AIDS, war awareness is coming out next month. You're probably like wondering, why am I telling you this? I'm glad you asked. Well, have your way, Holy Ghost. 2013 of June of 2013, I was diagnosed with HIV. Yeah, you're probably wondering, why am I telling you this? In June 2013, I was diagnosed with HIV. No, I don't look like it. No, I don't act like it. No, I might not, feel like it, whatever. But let me tell you, God is a healer. So, the reason I'm actually doing this video is to educate you guys about AIDS and HIV. It is very, very serious, everyone. Very, very important that we all go get checked out. When I found out in 2013 that I was diagnosed with HIV, it really, my God, it really like did something to me mentally, spiritually, and physically. I thought my life was over. Just hearing that news, like I was in this box and I could not breathe. When the doctor had told me that he saw signs of HIV, I'm like, what? No, there's no way. There's no way. But let me tell you that I truly thank God for sparing my life and allowing me to be a living testimony to tell you people about how good God is. I had all my notes, everything I was going to say in my head. Now that it's time to talk, I'm getting all nervous. Those are just watching right now. I'm talking about AIDS and HIV. Next month is HIV and AIDS awareness, all next month. And I am really, really telling you guys to go get tested. For those that are dating, those are that just single and just, you know, doing the do, stop. Stop it right now, because God is not pleased with you. The Bible says we're supposed to present our bodies a living sacrifice, holy and unacceptable unto God, who is your reasonable service. So, and sex is for husband and wife, not boyfriend and girlfriend, not fiance to fiance. It's for husband and wife. And even with husband and wife, everybody, you still need to go get yourself checked. Yeah, I don't care if you've been with him for 5 years. I don't care if you've been with her for 10 years. Still go get yourself checked. Because people have no respect. Let's just say people have no respect towards the other person. And you could do something wrong to them, and they will try to find a way to hurt you. So I'm just saying, you guys, go get yourself checked. I truly thank God for allowing me to be able to share this with you guys. I've come a long ways. 2013, I thought my life was over. I thought my life was over. I shut down from the world. I had shut down from just myself. I had shut down being a mother to my child. I had shut down for having a relationship with God. I had turned my back on God because I was so mad. I was so hurt. I was so disgusted. I was so confused. I was so lost because I didn't understand why that this had happened to me. Let me tell you, before I got with this gentleman, please do not ask me who the gentleman is, because I'm not going to tell you. When I got with this gentleman, I really, really loved him. No one could have told me anything wrong about this man, because like I was so in love with him. And to be honest, there were red flags there. God was already giving me warning signs before we became intimate with each other. But I was like, oh no, you know, that's not him. That's not him. People would tell me like, girl, that's not the one. Again, God would give me warning signs about it and tell me, you know, and show me that this man was not the one. But I knew, I was like, I love him. And I thought I could be able to change him, because we women can always change a man. No, we cannot change a man. So there was warning signs dating this man. And once we became really official and together and having a relationship with each other, we became intimate with each other. And yeah, you know, it was love. You know, I didn't see anything wrong with it. We were serious. I felt like we were serious. And I ended up getting sick. It was a bad flu. I thought I had a bad flu. Oh, now my mom want to come on. Hey, Mom. Hey, Tawana. As y'all know, that's my mom. Anyways, I went to the doctor, and immediately they called me like the next day and told me to come back because they wanted to give me my results. And I was like, you know, why can't y'all tell me this over the phone? And they're like, no, we really need to see you now. So I went down to the doctor maybe like a week later, because in between that time I was like working a new job. I was still getting settled into the new place and just everything. Went maybe a week later and sat in the doctor's office was waiting. I really thought that the man was going to say I was pregnant or something like that. So that was the mindset I was having, like, oh my God, this doctor going to say I'm pregnant. So what am I going to do? Well, that was not the case. He did not say I was pregnant. He said, Shonsae, I really have some bad news to tell you. I'm like, give it to me, doc. Give it to me. Well, you're HIV positive. What? No, not Shonsae. No, not me. Like, how? What? So it was hard to really accept that. I went days, weeks, months, not being able to accept it. And again, God gave me warning signs before I found out that I had HIV. He gave me warning signs, but I didn't take the warning signs because I thought I can change this man. during that process, I was like just out of it. I was really, really out of it. Couldn't sleep, couldn't eat. I felt like I was the Walking Dead. I had no life in me. And on top of that, my daughter was with me. I was still living with this man. I didn't know what to do in my life. And mind you, I didn't tell nobody. Didn't tell my mom. Me and my mom, as y'all know, we talk every day. We're like this. She began to call me because I had shut down from the whole world. And days and weeks had went by. My mom kept calling me and I could not answer the phone because I'm like, how am I going to tell my mother this? That was my main concern. I didn't care about anything else. It was my mom who I was so afraid of because I'm like, I love my mom so much. And the thing is, before I got with this man, she told me herself before I got with this man that God had told her, let her go, because she's going to learn the hard way. And when my mom told me that, I was like, no, God would not say that. But mind you, he did, because he said it to me. I just felt like, oh, people just didn't want me to be happy. Not saying that my mom didn't want me to be happy, but God had to tell her to let her go and let her learn the hard way. So once I had received the news that I had HIV, that was the first thing that popped in my head, that my mom had told me. I had to let her go for her to find out and learn the hard way. In between those times of accepting this about the whole HIV thing, I turned my back on God. I was so mad at God. I did not understand why he could allow something like this to happen to me. I was like, God, I loved you. I honored you. I obeyed your word. I cherished and I loved this man who I thought that was my, going to be my man forever. And God said, if you would just have listened to me the first time, you wouldn't have to be going through this. But I'm going to give you another chance and I'm going to spare your life this time. But you have to make up in your mind to leave this man alone. And I was like, well, God, I love him. Let me tell you, I really love this man. I really, really did. And it was so hard to let him go because he was in here, not in here. He was in here. And I dealt with that. I dealt with low self-esteem. I dealt with insecurities. I dealt with depression. I wanted to check myself out of here. I was like, I'm going to kill myself because I'm like, I didn't know how to handle it. I didn't know how to accept this. I gave this man my heart, my mind, my body, everything. And he used me and abused me. So many things was going through my head at that time. But let me tell you, even though that I told myself I was turning my back on God, that I was done with God, that I was done with life, that I was done being a mom, that I was done just loving men who mistreated me, God said, I will never leave you nor forsake you. I know that you're hurt, but this is not the end. I'm going to bless you and I'm going to allow this to be a testimony to you so you can tell other people what I have healed you from and delivered you from. At that time, I was like, really? Like, seriously, God? Like, there is no way that I'm going to get out of this. There's no way that you're going to heal me from this. This is HIV we're talking about. This ain't no cold or no flu. This ain't no asthma or nothing. This is HIV. So, in between that time, I was really, really, really just done with life. I remember my mother calling me and was like, girl, I ain't talked to you forever. And I'm like, well, Mom, just really been going through some stuff. She was like, you pregnant? No, I'm not pregnant. Well, what's going on? And I knew that right then I needed to tell my mom. I told myself I was not going to cry. I never heard my mom react the way she reacted when I told her the news that I have found out. I'm trying not to cry because thugs don't cry. I'm from California, thugs don't cry. But when I had told her that news, she screamed. It wasn't a cry, it was a holler. And she was like, not my baby, not my baby. And I said, yeah, Mom, this is what they said that I have. And my mom was like, come home, come home. And at that time I was like, Mom, I'm done. Like, I'm done with life because I felt so embarrassed to even my mother's a pastor, so to know that if it got around, that people would look at my mom differently because of the mistakes that I had made or the bad choice that I had made. So that was something that I dealt with. And I didn't even want to come home. I didn't even want to be around my family. I didn't want to be around nobody. I just really wanted to check myself out of here and just be done with life. I thank God for my mother, because immediately when I told her the news, she said, come home. But deep down inside, you guys, I still was not able to let this man go because he was in here. He was in here. And I known him for so many years, and he was in here. So it was hard to break that relationship and start all over. I dealt with mental abuse from him. I dealt with physical abuse from him. I dealt with sexual abuse from him. Even with him knowing that I had the HIV, he didn't care. He did not care. Didn't respect me. At the end of the day, just, hey, you figured it out your own. I gotta figure it out, so we're gonna figure it out on our own. And that was the mindset that he had. But I ended up going home to California, and I think I was there for about 7 months. And immediately when I went home, my mom was like, you going to church? We about to pray. I'm about to surround you around some people that is going to encourage you, speak life into you. Because let me tell you guys, that HIV has sucked so much life out of me that I had lost like over 25 pounds. Over 25 pounds. I'm a tall girl. I'm 5'11", and my weight is supposed to be between 155, 165. And I remember going through treatment and going through all that I was like 130, 125. And it was all in my face. It was all in my body. It was all everywhere. Like it was sucking me dry. And I was just like, wow, God. But I went home, and I just really, it was a good thing that I went home to be around my family, because that's where the true love was. That's where the true love was at. My mother ended up taking my daughter with, back to California for like a couple of years, like 2 or 3 years, so I can work on me, so I can love me again. In between that time, I did not even want to be a mother to my child. I neglected her big time because I was like, I had a death sentence on me. So how can I be a mother to her when I got a death sentence on me? But let me tell you, but God, even though I felt like I was neglected, that God wasn't listening to me, deep down, his word was deep down in my heart. I just wasn't speaking it. I just wasn't seeing it. I just wasn't feeling it, because the flesh was like, you're going to die. The flesh was saying you're depressed. The flesh was saying you ain't going to get over this. The flesh was saying you might as well, just do whatever you want to do, because I felt like God was not hearing me. I was begging and pleading with God. But he said, I cannot heal you if you're not going to let this man go. So I was like, okay, you keep saying let this man go. There must be a reason why you want me to let this man go. He said he's dangerous. He is dangerous, and he does not care about your soul. He does not care about anything. So one day, when I ended up coming back to Minneapolis, and we were talking, because again, it was hard for me to let him go. We were talking, and I remember I came to the house where he was at, and I saw him at the table, and I told him, I'm done. I am so done with you. I'm packing up my stuff, and this relationship was over. And I felt free, but then I was scared about what his reaction was going to be. And his reaction was not what I thought it was going to be. He was just so mad, saying, you ain't going nowhere, ain't nobody going to want you, blah, 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 just abusing me mentally. And deep inside, I'm like, yeah, maybe I'm making the wrong decision by letting him go. But God said, if you do what I tell you to do, I'm going to bless you. I'm going to spare your life. I'm going to give you another chance. But you have to trust me. So I packed all my things up and I left. immediately he was calling, he was texting me. I believe I was calling my mom, like, what am I supposed to do? He keep calling, he texting. She like, shut the phone off. Just shut the phone off. So I shut the phone off and just began to really like, okay, guys, so what we gonna do now? Like, what you want me to do? Because I didn't know anybody in Minnesota. I was still new to Minnesota. I had no family here. I had no friends here. I was just getting on my feet, starting at another job. I was scared because I was by myself. The people that I was staying with, I ended up staying with some people that I was working with. And that night, I went to sleep. And immediately, God said, get up. And he said, you need to pray. And I was like, okay, well, okay, let me get on my knees. I scooted out the bed and got on my knees. He said, no, this ain't no prayer that you need to be on your knees. This is a prayer that you need to lay on your face. And I got on my face, stretched out on that floor, and I began to cry out to God, saying how sorry I was. And I had to repent for my sins. Because if I would have listened in the first place, I wouldn't have been going through what I was going through. And that prayer, I cried out to God. And I repented. And I just surrendered all. I surrendered everything to Him. Low self-esteem. That's what I was dealing with. Suicidal thoughts. That's what I was dealing with. Insecurities. That's what I was dealing with. Alcohol, because when I found out that I was HIV positive, I went straight into alcohol because I'm like, well, I'm scared to have sex again. So alcohol was my best friend at the time. I was like, God, I just surrender everything to you. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I'm coming to you, just surrendering everything to you, God. Please change me. And let me tell you how good God is. I went to the doctor maybe right after that. And they took my test, whatever, and it came back, Shonsae, we got some news for you. I'm like, okay, like what now? Because I already got the worst news of my life. He said, well, we got your results back, and it came back that it's non-detective. I'm like, what? And at the time every time I went to the doctors, I had my mom on the phone with me because I don't know everything. Doctors use all these big words. I can't understand half the things that they're saying. So I trust my mom with, what people are saying. So every time I went to the doctor, I had my mom on the speakerphone. So this day when I went to the doctor and he said, well, your test results came back that it's non-detective. I'm like, okay, what does that mean? My mom like, yeah, what does that mean? So he was like, there's no sign of HIV in your bloodstream. Oh God, are you kidding me? Are you sure? Immediately, I heard my mom on the phone, on the speaker, just like, thank you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus. And I'm just crying. I'm just like literally bawling. She said ugly. I just hear my mom giving God thanks, and I'm just bawling. And he was just like, we don't understand how this happened so fast. And I immediately said, it was nobody but God. God told me what to do to get me to where I am right now at this doctor's appointment. And he's like, Shonsae, the God that you serve, don't ever stop serving. I said, no, sir, I am not going to start serving him. Why should you keep calling me ugly? So that was in 2013. It is now 2016. And can I tell you that I am a living testimony, a living witness that I am still non-detective in my HIV status? Can I still tell you that? You can't tell me that was nobody but God. When I found out that God had healed me from that, I was scared. I was scared to tell people that, God did this for me. God did this I was afraid because church folks are so judgmental. They will make you feel like you just committed the worst sin and they don't even know what the situation is because they heard. So I shut down. I didn't tell nobody. Went to the same church, still going to the same church, and didn't tell nobody. I remember one Sunday my bishop had an altar call. And he was like, who wants to be healed? Who wants to be delivered? Who wants to be set free? And I went up there not telling him anything. And when he came to me, he said, what do you want God to do for you? And I whispered in his ear, because I didn't want nobody to hear. I whispered in his ear, and I was like, well, the doctor said, I have HIV, and I just want to be delivered. I just want to be set free. I want some healing in my mind, in my heart. And he was like, you're not HIV positive. He said, the God that we serve is not going to give you something like that. That's of the devil. And we're going to send it back to hell to where it belongs. And I immediately lift my hands up and I received that. And ever since that day, that was 2 years ago, ever since that day, I have been walking in freedom. I have been walking in peace. I have been walking in joy. I have been walking in true love. I have been from the love of God. I have been walking in happiness. Let me tell you, I don't know what that was about, but I felt free ever since Bishop had laid hands on me. Another time, my mother had came to Minnesota, and it was her first time meeting my bishop, and Bishop had called me up on a Sunday service. Thousands of people there, and he was like, I want you to introduce your mom. And I was like, okay. So I go up there, hundreds of people in the church. I did not know I was going to tell this testimony. Went up there, started talking about my mom, and I remembered, I said, Bishop, can I just get 2 minutes? Just 2 minutes. He said, yeah, go ahead, daughter, because that's when God said, speak it. I said, I don't know the exact words, but I was like, I am a living witness that God is a healer because he healed me from HIV. I said that. I couldn't believe I said it. Scared me when I had said it. The church just went butt wild. I mean, I see my mama shouting. I see everybody shouting, Bishop. Everybody just going butt wild. I'm just crying. But I could not believe that I said it. And ever since then, God said, now I have given you the peace and the courage to be able to share my testimony and tell my people what I have done for you. And ever since then, I have been walking in freedom. I am no longer bound from HIV. I am no longer ashamed of HIV. I am no longer afraid, nervous, nothing. And I feel like now was the time to actually tell you guys what my testimony is because of what I'm doing. God has given me this vision. Actually gave me the vision maybe like a year ago, but I was just like, it ain't me that he trying to give the vision to. But then he started showing himself so strong in my life during dreams. And now I'm starting my own campaign, my own HIV campaign called Having Faith Through HIV, because it was only faith that got me to where I am today. It was faith because I was standing and believing on God's word that he was going to do what he said that he was going to do in the beginning. It was faith that actually brought me comfort and back to God. It was faith that just allowed me to be able to forgive him who did this to me. It was faith that just really who made me who I am today. It was faith. So having faith through HIV is what my campaign is, and that's what I've been working on these last couple of months. So now that I'm doing that, AIDS and HIV awareness is next month. Yes, it's next month. So my job to you is tell you guys to go get tested. Go get tested. HIV is real, y'all. It is real. Never thought that this was going to happen to me. Never woke up and said, okay, this going to be the day I'm going to get HIV. No, never. It can happen to anybody. Anybody. I don't care how deep in love you are. If you have a gut feeling that your spouse is creeping, then you need to go get checked. So now, yes, so HIV and AIDS awareness is next month, all next month. And I'm really just trying to help those that want to be helped, and help those that know somebody that is going through what I have went through. So my job is to tell you guys right now is go get tested. Whether you're dating, whether you're married, whether you're single, go get tested. I don't care how long you've been with this person, because people, again, we're in the last days, and people they do some shady things. You could do something wrong to them today, and they will do something devastating to you to try to hurt you. So go get tested. If you're scared or you're ashamed about what the results is going to be, call me, text me. Those that have my number, call me, text me, Facebook me. I will go with you, because when I went to go get my results, I was by myself. Mentally, I was by myself. Yes, he sat there physically, but he wasn't there. He was not there. So basically, I was there by myself, getting my results by myself. But you don't have to do it, because I'm here to help you and support you and be there for you and encourage you and to speak life back into you. So if you know somebody, please don't neglect them. This since going through this and growing up in church folks are so judgmental. They're very judgmental. I'm not, you not, but they are. They're so judgmental, and they will make a person feel so uncomfortable to talk about what they're going through, what they're dealing with, or anything. Saying that I had HIV. The gossip was going around. The gossip was going around, and it made me feel so low, because I'm like, these are church folks. These are church folks, and you're going to talk negative about me. You're going to talk down about me, but you don't understand what I had to go through, or what I went through, all this other stuff. So my thing is, when a person tells you I'm HIV positive, a woman tells you she HIV positive, immediately we think that she's a hoe. Immediately we think she's a whore. But did you ever think about, well, maybe she was born with it because of her parents or her mother? Do you ever think about maybe she was raped and got it that way? Maybe do you ever think, like, we think the worst when it comes to hearing bad news? And why is that? Why is that? So my thing is, even with guys, you hear about guys having HIV or AIDS. Do you ever think about maybe he was born with it? Or maybe he had his innocence taken away from him at a young age? He was raped or anything? We just think the worst when we hear bad news about a person. And that makes a person really shut down. And you can't tell them anything. You really can't tell them anything, because you made things even worse for them. So we have to stop that. We call ourselves Christians. We call ourselves saved. Then show it. Prove it. You say, oh, I'm a child of God. Prove it. What are you waiting for? Because I know you know somebody that knows somebody that is going through what I have been through. I know you do. So what are you doing about it? Oh, okay. I'll wait. So yeah, that's just what I wanted to talk to you guys about, because of what I'm doing in my life right now. I am on a mission, and I am transitioning to my next step in life. Having faith through HIV is what I've been working on these last couple of months, with my website, with my my logo. I'm actually writing a book right now, titled I Shall Live and Not Die. That's the title of my book. That scripture, Psalms 118 verse 17, has stuck with me since I have found out that I was HIV positive. Psalms 118 verse 17, I shall live and not die, but declare the works of the Lord. Yes, that is all I need. That's all I need to make it throughout the day. Because the enemy would try. He would try to plant negativities in your head, in your thoughts. He tried it with me. But I stand on God's word, and I said, I shall live and not die, but declare the works of the Lord. This thing that I went through with the whole HIV didn't, only for a moment, it separated me from God. But I thank God that some way, somehow, he brought me back to him. And he brought me back stronger. He brought me back wiser. He brought me back being more understanding. This whole thing has me to love God even more. I love God so much. Never would I thought I would have the mindset and the heart to want to be able to serve God as hard and as much as I do right now. I used to feel sorry for myself. I used to feel so sorry for myself that it had to take something like this so devastating to catch my attention to God. But then I had to remember, sometimes God would take you through something devastating to catch your attention. He really will. And it's up to us to take the signs or not. In the beginning, I didn't take the signs. There's warning signs before destruction. My thing is, I went through the destruction. But now I am happy. I'm happy because when I thought that it was for my bad, God turned that thing around for my good. And now I can stand here happily and just say, you know what? If God could do it for me, he could do it for you. I'm a firm believer that God is a healer. He is my Jehovah Rapha. He is my healer. And I said it to myself every day. Thank you, God. Thank you for sparing my life. Thank you for sparing my life. Thank you for allowing this to not bring me down so low. I thank you for allowing this to want me to be able to love you more. So yes, that is really all I wanted to say. HIV and AIDS awareness is all next month. Go get tested. If you know someone that's just really out there not living right, go get tested, please. And if you're scared, if you're ashamed, contact me. I will meet you. Only if you're in the Minneapolis area. I can't go anywhere else. I can't go, out of state. But if you're in Minneapolis, let me know. I will go with you. Even if you're out of state and you're still afraid, some way, somehow, I will find a way to be able to contact you, connect with you. Maybe the doctors can give me the result, and I can tell you, some way, somehow, I am going to help you. I am going to help you. I've done this by myself with the help of God, but I have been through this, and I know how it feels to be neglected. I've been neglected. I've been rejected. Whether it's from a man or whether it's from friends, I've been rejected. I've been neglected. I have felt lonely. I have felt down. But I thank God that he was my comforter through all of this. Oh my God. I thank God. I thank God for having a mindset to want to live right. I thank God for a mindset to want to live right. Because I always didn't have this mindset. I'm telling you, I always did not have this mindset. But now that I'm getting older, now that we're in the last days, now that God is showing himself strong in my life, all I can do is live right for him. So now, no more drinking for Shonsae. Now, no more smoking for Shonsae. Now, no more sex, because I'm presenting my body a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto God, who is my reasonable servant. Come on. It's not the hard people. We only make it hard because sin feels good. Sin feels comfortable for us. But if the word of God said don't do it, we're not supposed to do it. So, I love you guys. Please be praying for me. Please, the enemy is mad right now, especially because I done this Facebook Live. But God told me maybe a month and a half ago to do it. I just couldn't find a way to do it because I was moving. I'm still unpacking, but the time is now because God is taking me to a place where I am just like, I'm excited. I'm so excited. Having faith through HIV, it's in my heart every day. I'm like, okay, God, what are we going to do now about this having faith through HIV? That is my desire. That is my mission. I truly just thank God for all those who supported me. I really do. Those who have really stuck by my side. Thank you. You're such a blessing. And those that have been a blessing, I have told you. Janelle, thank you. You're a blessing. Donna, girl, thank you. You're such a blessing. My mom, oh my God, girl, I love you. Because it has been some tough times. It really has been some tough times out here for me. Not even telling anybody because I was scared. I was scared that I would never find love again. I was scared that no one would want to be my friend again. I was scared that if I told my job, they would fire me. I was scared about all of that. But God said, why be scared? Why be scared? God has not given you the spirit of fear, but of love, power, and a sound mind. You're on a mission, Shonsae. And if people want to turn their backs on you, let them. They're just making things better for you to reach your goals. And I was like, that is so true. You cut me off. Thank you. Because what you're doing is just pushing me. You're really just pushing me to get to where I'm trying to go. So I love you guys. Go get tested. Having Faith Through HIV will be popping next year. So look out. My book will be published. My website will be up. Shirts is going to be made. And my seminar is going to pop off sometime next year. But if you know somebody, please pray for them, encourage them, love on them, especially at a time like that. They need love. That's what they need, support. They need comfort. That's what they need. They don't need you talking bad about them. They don't need you talking down on them. They don't need you running from. They don't need that. I didn't need that. But I thank God for people like you guys who was praying, who supported me, who showed me love, who showed me comfort, who served a God who was able to heal me, even when I didn't see it or believe for myself. But now I'm happy. And now having faith through HIV has brought me from a truly mighty long way. Mighty long way. I am now able to love my daughter so much. We are just like this. You know, that is my baby. And I had to apologize to her. I really did, for neglecting her and not being a mother that I was supposed to be, even when I was going through what I was going through. And now my daughter is 8 years old, and I have sat down and I told my daughter not too long ago, we was out having dinner, and I had told my mom, I said, Mom, how can I tell Bree, you know, what her mother is doing and not be so, you know, ashamed or scared, or, you know, try to explain it to the best way I can. Man, once I told Bree was like, man, Mom, God is a healer. You know, she was gangster. Man, God is a healer, Mom. And I was like, that just spoke so much life back into me, because I was afraid of how she was going to accept that her mom was doing something like this. But I thank God for her. And I told her today, I said, Bree, your mommy's motivation. She makes sure I'm writing my book. She makes sure I'm doing my campaign. She makes sure I'm getting these shirts made. She making sure I do all of this, because I do a lot. I do a lot, but I know I'm on a mission, and I love it. I really do love it. During this process, I love God more. I have been loving God so much more. I love Him more today than I did on yesterday. I love Him so much. He has been showing Himself strong in my life. He has blessed me unconditionally, even when I didn't deserve it. Even when I had messed up, He still has blessed me. That was the word of today at church. I am blessed. And I begin to cry because I am blessed. Even when the enemy says, oh, this is a curse, this is not a blessing, God said this is a blessing. Tests and trials are from God. Temptations are from the devil. Temptations are from the devil, but tests and trials are from God. And when you pass those tests and trials, you are blessed. You are blessed. And I thank God for the tests and the trials that He has took me through, because it got me where I am today. I have a peace of mind, you guys. I have joy. I have love. I have forgiveness. That was so hard for me to do, was to forgive. Not only for him, for myself. I could not forgive myself. But once I took the day by day, I had to really accept that, Shonsae, you was wrong for this too. You was wrong for this too. So I thank God for giving me the mindset to want to forgive myself, and giving me the mindset to want to forgive Him. Let me tell you how much I forgave Him. Or let me tell you that I've forgiven Him. One day I was in the grocery store, and I ran into Him. And that's when I knew true forgiveness had taken over, because nothing jumped in me to want me to have revenge on this man. Nothing jumped in me to be like, I miss him. Nothing jumped in me to be like, oh man, all those good times that we had. No, I saw her, I said, hey, grace and peace. As Shiloh do, grace and peace. And I kept it moving. I kept it moving. But that is true forgiveness. When nothing creeps up in you to want you to have revenge on a person. Nothing creeps up on you and be like, I miss that person. I thank God for true forgiveness. I have forgiven this man. I really have forgiven this man. And I have seen him several times. And I thank God, because I could say hi and bye. Hey, how's it going? And keep it moving without having something to creep up in me to be like, So, can I get my apology? Something like that. I thank God. I thank you guys for listening to me. I hope you guys share this video. Please share it. I hope it gets to Oprah Winfrey, because I still believe that one day I'm going to be on her show. This is just a blessing. Please, before I leave, you guys, please, those that are in the Minneapolis area, Minnesota area, please, when you see me, do not approach me with sympathy. Please, I don't like that spirit on me. When people say, oh, I'm so sorry. They're crying, oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, why did they have to? Please, don't do that, because I'm not that type of person. I'm free. I'm at peace. So when you see me, oh, praise the Lord, I enjoyed your testimony. That's what I need. Speak life, honey. Push me. Please do not feel bad for me, because I don't feel bad for me. Please don't feel sorry for me, because I don't feel sorry for me. Please don't cry tears of sadness, because I don't cry tears of sadness anymore. I cry tears of joy. I really do. I cry tears of happiness. I cry tears of peace now. I cry tears of forgiveness now. Those are the type of tears I cry now. I cry tears because God has loved me. And He has given me another chance. My bad, this phone. He has given me another chance. And for that, for God I live and for God I die. That's it. That's all. So y'all watch out for having faith through HIV. Watch out. Thank you to all my supporters. Janelle, my mom, Donna, Marchette, Tammy, all you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you guys. Please, please be praying for me. Please be praying for me, because the enemy is so mad right now. I can feel it. The enemy is so mad right now. But I'm not giving up. I am fighting. I am fighting. I'm on a mission because I'm trying to get to glory. That's it. That's all. I'm trying to get to glory. So I love you guys. I'm sorry I didn't read all the comments, but I try my best to respond to you guys. But I love you guys. Keep praying for me. Talk to you guys later. Oh, now that I've said this, I'm going to be doing more promotions towards next month for the AIDS and HIV awareness next month. I can now post that stuff on my Facebook and on Instagram and on Snapchat, because I feel great now to be able to put it out there. You know, I put it out to the whole world right now. So now I can promote it. I can talk more about it. Share the gospel about it. So now I am good. I am so good. Thank you guys for watching. I love you guys, and I'll be talking to you guys soon. Bye. Oh, how you stop this? Oh, God, how you stop this?